Okay, looks like we're recording. Hello, hello, hello. Today is Ask a Knitting Fairy Godmother. So let's start out. Go get your knitting, and then we will give you some glitter stitches, and I get some glitter stitches, and your whole project gets glitter stitches today. So today is Ask a Knitting Fairy Godmother, and I want to talk about all of this yarn that I have in front of me. But before I get into that, I want to talk a little bit about my holiday magic boxes because I am so excited. I have this great idea and I want to share it with you. So for holiday gift giving season, I'm putting together a magic box. And so if you think about when you go to your favorite fast food restaurant and you drive through the drive-through and you could get a burger, a fries, and a drink all separate, but McDonald's makes it super easy and you can order the combo. So my magic box is like ordering a combo. The box includes all the yarn, all the tools, all the supplies that you need for the projects, and the instruction. So we're going to have video instruction, live virtual classes where we work on our projects together. But the best part is that the instruction doesn't happen until after Christmas, because for me, I get super busy during this time of year and I need to have something to look forward to in January. So the magic boxes include all of the instruction. If you know someone who already knits, I have magic boxes for knitters. And if you know someone who wants to learn how to knit, I have learn to knit magic boxes too. Just like when you try out a new sandwich at your favorite fast food restaurant, this is a limited time offer. So it's the best value. It's very convenient, and I am telling you right now in full disclosure that this will go away. So if you have any inclination to take advantage of this awesome magic box, it's something to open on Christmas Day and then experiences to look forward to in January when we all have the time to focus. Go to my website, knittingfairygodmother.com, and check out all of the details. If you have any questions, you can always DM me and I'll answer all of your questions. So next, let's ask a knitting fairy godmother. That's me. These are all ways that yarn manufacturers put up yarn. And the term putting up yarn is just how the yarn is packaged to sell. So we're going to start over here. This is called a hank, and the word hank comes from the dyeing world. This is how color is added to the yarn, and it's a big circle. So all of these examples are one long strand of yarn with two ends. There's a beginning and an end. This, when you have a hank, it's tied so that the strands stay in a neat orientation, and then it makes winding down much easier. This is a hank that has been folded in half. And so you can see, I'll show you here. This is a hank, and a folded hank is just folded in half, and you'll find the ball band around the middle. And that's what this looks like with the ball band on it. Another way that you'll see hanks is twisted. So this is a hank that has twists added to it, and these are really easy to put on a pegboard or stack. So I'll show you on the hank what that looks like. We're just going to add some twists, fold it, and then bring the ends together. And that's what it looks like, a twist. Now the hanks all need to be wound down. There's no way that we can knit or crochet from this type of put up. So that's where we're going to talk about this section, because these types of put ups you can pick up and start knitting or crocheting right away. This is called a pull skein, and it's an oblong shape. It's the same situation. We have two ends, a beginning and an end, and it's one long strand that's been neatly wound together. You can see that there's a belly button. That's one way that you can tell if a skein is ready to be used. If you can find the belly button, it's been wound down. So there's one end and the other end is on the outside, and you can knit or crochet from either end. This is a similar style of put up. It's called a bullet skein. It is shorter and chubbier, so it's a shorter version, but it's the same idea. The belly button is on the end, and again, there's an inside end and an outside end. This is a ball, and this has an outside end because the other end is on the very inside. And when we have a ball, we can only access one end at a time without unraveling the whole thing. So for convenience sake, winding a ball keeps your yarn very neat, but it might be harder to access both ends. That's where this comes in. This is called a cake. And you can see that the belly button is here. We have the inner strand, and there's an outer strand underneath the label. So the cake is how we get the hank into a center pull situation that we can knit or crochet directly from. And you'll find these commercially, or if you go into your local yarn shop, the local yarn shop often offers free with purchase or for a very small fee to take your yarn from the hank into the center pull. We'll probably have another video later about what that process looks like, but for now we're just defining terms. Knitters love sweets, and this type of a skein or put up is called a donut. And it looks like a little donut. The belly button is on the inside. There's a hole in the middle, which is part of why we call it by that name. Oh, this is also called a cake. I don't know if I mentioned that, but cakes and donuts. This is this is a hardcore ball. And a lot of times you'll find delicate, fancy, or novelty yarns put up this way because it's important to keep the strand flat, even, and neat with a consistent tension while it's on the shelf to sell. And lastly, we have the cone yarn. So this cone is like the ball because we can only access the outer pull, the outer end, and you can knit right off from the cone. So if you pull your strand up, then it comes off in one even pull. So that is how yarn is put up to be sold, or how you will see yarn being sold if you go to any shop that sells yarn, a big box store or a independent local yarn shop. So if you have any questions, drop me a comment below, DM me, ask me something. I can go over any of your questions every Sunday during Ask a Knitting Fairy Godmother. So thanks for tuning in, and keep knitting.